My name is Sergei. I'm a general manager of DP Cloud. The company name is Phnom Penh Data Center. It's a Cambodian company. But first I want to ask you, is anyone here from IT departments or like related to IT or cybersecurity? Have or not? No one, yes. I mean, everyone is like more from accounting, finance department, right? Tax, like this, yes, auditors. Anyone here before about Phnom Penh Cloud company? You here, yes? From where?
I work in the bank and the bank bought from this.
Okay. Which bank?
Watanak.
Okay, Watanak Bank, yes, we know. Brand name is DP Cloud or Phnom Penh Cloud. Our mission is to empower Cambodian businesses with reliable, secure, and affordable cloud services. And cloud services that are at the level of international standards. And this is our history. We are quite a new company. And we are actually the first real cloud service provider in Cambodia. There are some other companies who provide some services, but we are the only one focused on cloud services specifically. And the history is year 22, it was greenfield like this, sand and field, on the way to Eon 3 along Hun Sen Boulevard. And the year 23, we did construction, and since January 24, we operating our data center facilities and cloud services. Yes, our achievement since we launched our operation in January 24, for 2 years, we don't have any downtimes, any outages. It means all our customers who using our cloud services, they also don't have any issues. And another our achievement, just December, 1 month ago, we got recognized by Cambodian government. MPTC awarded us with the best private IT sector enterprise of the year at the Cambodian Digital Award 25. And these are our services. Mostly it's like IT guys understand what is it, virtual private servers, web hosting, S3 storage, and these two anti-DDoS premium and web application firewall, these two services specifically focused on cybersecurity. Managed database, and we have also cloud accounting software. It's called Unix 365. It is hosted in our data center. It is fully locally Cambodian, the data stored inside country. Yeah, these are some of our customers. Not all of them. We have about maybe 300 customers in total, but some of the logo customers that allow us to place, they're here. And you can recognize companies who supply banking applications like banks, universities. DP Cloud is fully Cambodian companies. The owners, shareholders, investors, they are Cambodian. Only me is only one employee is foreigner in this company. And we are competing actually not with the local data centers. We're competing actually with the international cloud service providers like Amazon, Google, DigitalOcean, Azure, and so on. This table shows why Cambodian enterprises, from small, medium enterprises to large enterprises, they should choose Cambodian company for hosting their services. Number one is the latency. Latency is how fast connection between you as a company, your customer, and data center where you store your loads is much faster with us because our facilities, as I showed before, they are in Phnom Penh. But all the other international cloud providers, they don't have any physical hardware in Cambodia. The nearest hardware is they have in Singapore, and then they have in Japan, they have in Australia, Europe, and US. Second one is very important, compliance. We are, as a Cambodian company, we are fully compliant with Cambodian law. So it means if NBC require banks to store data inside country, if you use us, you're already compliant to this. We can help to prepare necessary papers and so on, yes, to prove it. But if you store here, actually, somewhere in Amazon or somewhere, then you can have issues with NBC if they audit and check. Then data residency, same issue, yes. Prices lower, and we pay Cambodian tax. Tax is offsettable, yes, VAT. But if you use foreign cloud, then you have to pay withholding tax, which is your cost. Support our support is Khmer speaking, they speak Khmer, English. Finally, but very important, we as a Cambodian company, we contribute to Cambodian digital economy and in general Cambodian economy, because we are paying salary in Cambodia, tax in Cambodia, and we reinvest also our profit in Cambodia as well. Short brief about data center. And now let's move to main subject. Cybersecurity is quite new thing, same like computers, yes? Like 30 years ago, we don't have these computers as we have now. 20 years ago, we don't have iPhone even, yes? And 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, no AI, actually, yes, just very beginning of AI. So cybersecurity is also a very new thing. The first use of cybersecurity word is from year 1980. It's the first time when this word was used. Before, even a few years ago, when cybersecurity incident happened, something happened, then it was thought that responsible for this is IT guys, yes? They're responsible for all the cybersecurity incidents. Yes, it's true. They're responsible for maintaining IT systems the way that hackers or malefactors cannot break into the systems. But currently, this is a question. Like, for example, if 1 million disappear from company accounts due to cybersecurity incident, who will sign explanation? So now, if something happened and money lost due to cybersecurity incident, then this, who will sign the explanation? It's actually accountant, finance manager, and the auditor. It's not just IT guy. IT guy is the last in this chain. They're responsible for maintaining, for protecting the systems only. Now I will share you the history from early, like from 70s, 1970s, 1980s. So what was one of the very first cybersecurity incident? And the very first was so-called blue box hacking. What is it? Before, in year 1970s, we don't have cellular phone, yes? Everyone used just old style phones, and they was connected with wires, yes? And then when you make international call or intercity call, calling from one city to another, you have to pay for this call. Phone company charge. If I want to call, for example, from Phnom Penh to Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon that time, then I use this old phone, and then company charged me for this international call, and it was expensive, yes. But the guys, two young guys, they was only 18. They noticed that how the system works. When you hang up the phone, the system generates a constant tone, constant beep tone with this frequency, 2600 Hertz. And phone company understands that line is free. When you pick up the phone like this, then this tone stopped, and then the phone companies, they understand, okay, now line busy, and then start counting when you're calling somewhere, yes? So they invented this thing, this quite cheap device, like this, and that device was sending the constant tone in the phone network. I can show you like this, yes. It was sending this tone, and then these guys, young guys, they can call any city, any country for free, yes. So this was the very first cybersecurity, let's say, crime, because they used this vulnerability in the phone system, and this allows them to call internationally for free. We should learn something, yes, from the other people's experience and the old times experience, not only our own mistakes. So from this case, we can learn what? That every new technology, at that time this international calls was new technology. Every new technology can have some things that can be exploited by malefactors, by hackers or malefactors or scammers, yes. So whatever technology coming nowadays, today it is AI. AI also can be used by malefactors to do something illegal or to gain some money that also illegally and so on. So this This first case. Then let's see next one, dumpster diving. What is it? The dumpster diving is something like this. They're checking at that times all the manuals for computers, all the documents they was in printed form, not in Word documents even, because it's 1917 years. It's old years, yeah. So it was not in electronic format, everything on paper, yes. And then when company or bank have some confidential information, documents, but they don't need these documents, sometimes they just throw away it, not dispose, yes, those papers. And then also it was two young guys, they realized that this can be used. They just dig in the trash from companies, and then they find some interesting things that they can use to go into these systems. This case was in year 1970. High school students, Jerry, used to discharge documents from Pacific Telephone Company dumpster to learn the company internal equipment ordering codes. By posing as an employee of this company, he ordered over $1 million worth of equipment to be delivered to his remote location. And then he sold those equipment back to market. So this picture actually, that young guy, he finding some information that later he used to pretend as bank, as a Pacific Telephone Company employee, and ordered a lot of things, $1 million things, to deliver it to his warehouse and sold. So then another case, similar case, was discovered by famous hacker Kevin Mitnick. It was maybe just a few years later. He used tracing to find discarded bus transfers, tickets and punch cards that allowed him to travel in Los Angeles for free. Later, he used the same technique to a professional way that he used trash to build profiles of, like fake profiles of staff, and then he used these fake profiles to enter even physically to companies like DEC and Motorola. He was younger, he was 13 years old, but so he discovered first like this how to travel free, in Los Angeles, yes, using these discarded tickets. And from this case, we also what takeouts we can understand from this case that confidential information, not only IT related, but any company confidential information should not be thrown away. At that time, information was stored on papers, yes, on the book, papers, and so on. And nowadays, it's less papers, but we're using USB devices, hard drive, USB storages, and something like this, yes. So even with this, it's mean if you have old notebook in the company should not be thrown away just as trash, because some manufacturers, they can actually take only memory from this notebook and restore, let's say, all the, I don't know, accounting books you have stored or password on the drive of this notebook, yes. So now, at that time, they throw away paper documents, not take care. Now we know that we have the special devices to discard the papers, yes. Now we should not throw away also electronic things without terminating completely. One more is ransomware. Maybe you hear about the ransomware. It's software that can encrypt data on your computer, and then you see only one message: send money to this account, or send Bitcoin to this wallet, and then we will send you key how to recover the data. This is actually one of the most dangerous nowadays viruses or vector of attacks. When you get virus, and then virus encrypt all your data. Actually, not only all your data on notebook, but all data in the company, on servers, on all computers of staff, in the whole network. Very first ransomware case happened in year 1989. It was, let's say, invented by one scientist. he was angry at scientific community. He was famous scientist, yes, it was biologist or something like this, but he had some arguments with the other scientific community, and then he sent email with virus to all the other scientists who attended conference for AIDS conference. Everyone got this virus. At that time, it was not email. At that time, everyone used floppy disk, like this one. Maybe you remember from old ages, disk like this, yes. So he sent physically this floppy disk to everyone, and he wrote something interesting on the disk, like this is materials for conference, for scientific conference. So the other scientists, they don't think nothing bad. They just inserted this disk, trying to read, and instead of interesting materials, they got virus, and that virus encrypted the data on their computer, and it showed only one message, something like this. Only one message that saying you need to send $189 with a check or cash to certain PO box. So it's like anonymous. He collected this physically, even not with bank transfer. So this is the first case of ransom attack. But nowadays it is involved into fully automated. Have viruses that you can get from email, or you can get in Telegram. You get strange messages in Telegram. Then you click. It's in fact, I have Telegram on my computer. So if I open this thing on my computer from Telegram, it will actually encrypt my drive. I will not see even how it's doing. In background, it will encrypt, and then back only one message seen that I need to send Bitcoin to certain crypto wallet to get the unblock password, decrypt password. What takeout we can also think from this case? Okay, takeout from this case of ransomware, the very first, that we should check what we opening, which files we opening, and especially if this email message or file or something came from unknown source. You don't know exactly from whom it is, yes? They say, no, here is interesting video, but you don't know who sent it. Oh, here is something like, I don't know, whatever. So you should not click and open because it's dangerous. Basic vectors of attack, they appear from 70s, from 80s, from 90s, from year 2000, yes? And now they're just involved in more modern way, same like ransomware. Before, the guy used a floppy drive, but now we not use floppy drive. We have all these emails, online messengers, WhatsApp, Telegram, yes? But the idea is the same. So by looking back on the very first cases and knowing about this, we also can think now how careful we should be to not become a victim of those hackers. And one more thing, maybe as accountant interesting for you, is called salami slicing. You know this salami, the sausage, yes? And then we slice it very thin pieces to eat, yes? So this method is called salami slicing. It's also from 1980s year, when the very first core banking system already in place in banks, and when SWIFT transfers is there and something. So in the beginning of electronic banking systems, yes. So how this salami slicing thing works? It is actually internal fraud. It's like hackers, but it is considered as internal fraud. In banking system, especially in the early ones, the money was the precision of money which is stored in the system inside was not only, for example, dollars and cents like this. No, it used to store many digits after decimal point. Yes, can be 10 on bank account in the system inside can be $10 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. So like fraction of cent. Yes. So how one guy of billing department who actually worked with system, he decided, okay, let me cut like this here. Yes, for customer know his balance $10, 12 cents, but actually in the system it is more, little bit more. So the guy inside, working in bank inside, in IT department, he decided, okay, let me update in banking system, set this to 0, customer not see any difference, right? And let me send this sort of 1 cent, very small amount to my own account. Not send, just update in the system, yes? It's very small amount. Then after he did this, he got on his account in the banking system less than 1 cent, 0.3 of cent. And the real customer, he also didn't notice nothing, because for customer it's 10.12, 10.10 before and after. Later this was discovered, yes, that banking system have this vulnerability, and then in banking system, core banking system, this issue was fixed. Nowadays, I believe this kind of salami slicing scam impossible, because system is already for many years, a lot of, like for last 20 years, they already have fixed this issue, and cannot just update in database. We're moving more to 90s. In this year 90s already SWIFT system was built, yes? The SWIFT system that used to transfer fund from one institution to another, from one bank to another bank, yes? SWIFT network. And then also, as I said in very beginning, with the very first example I give you with this phone company, yes? Same here, SWIFT was already built, but new technology also have new vulnerabilities, and it takes time to discover and close. At that time, actually he was Russian, Vladimir Levin, he discovered a vulnerability in SWIFT transfers. He made the first so-called man-in-the-middle attack. What is man-in-the-middle? Have one bank, have another bank, both of them have SWIFT system, they connected to SWIFT, but the data line between banks was not protected properly. At that time, it was not at all protected. So he managed somehow to listen what's happening on this data line between two banks. And then he discovered the protocols which they used. It was, at that time, was not so difficult. And then he did this attack man in the middle. When bank A sending money to bank B through SWIFT system, he listened that he see that bank A registering SWIFT messages. He's sitting on the data line in the middle. He changed in the SWIFT messages some information, and instead of going to bank B, the instruction, SWIFT instruction actually went to his bank C, to his bank account. And this way he managed to steal $10 million. $10 million in year 1990 is a very big money. So he managed to steal this way more than $10 million. And then finally he was, 1 year later he was caught, and then he sentenced for 3 years in USA in a prison. Then another method is credit card thieves, yes? Also, now we pay with ABA QR. It's very good, yeah, convenient, fast. But before, like a few years ago, like before COVID, yes, we used more often credit cards, yes. Even now, if you go abroad, you can use your bank card from ABA, from ICLED or whatever, yes. So in year 1999, also credit cards was in use already. Credit card, debit card, doesn't matter. It was in use already to buy online, but the technology is new, and then the e-commerce, e-commerce and banks also stored cards data in open format, not encrypted. So it means if you pay one time for something, at that time the guy hacked CD Universe, online shop that's selling CD disc. If I buy one time CD disc from this shop, and then he stored in his database, in his IT system, my card data, like name, number, expiry date, CVV code in open format. So someone who can somehow break into this shop system, his target was to read database and see in open format in plain text all the card data. Same to banks at that time. Banks stored it in the very beginning, but in open format. Now everything is encrypted. And this was credit card thieves. Once he stole this data, he can use this data to buy anything on the internet, to pay for anything from the other people's cards. This vulnerability found inefficiency of the system, bank systems, and e-shop system, e-commerce system. And then, this was closed, yes. Now all data encrypted and so on. And nowadays, for banks, there is PCI DSS requirement to certify bank for PCI DSS. PCI DSS is for banks or any company who actually store credit card data. In year 2010 till now, hackers, they act as groups already. It's much less hackers as individuals, like students, like very young guy, one guy, two guy or something. Current days, it is more groups. And those groups, they act as companies even. It's illegal groups, but they have, even the big hacker groups, they have proper org chart, who is a manager, boss, and so on, departments, social engineering departments, IT departments. They have their own budgets, they have targets, like you do in budgeting for your company, same this hackers group also doing. So now it is moved nowadays into professional things more from hacker side. I want to share you also one more case, it's not so old, year 2016. The Bangladesh bank was hacked and 81 million was stolen from Bangladesh bank. How it was done? First, as I said, now it is acting group of hackers, like teams. One team, they compromised bank network using a virus. They infected bank infrastructure, but the virus was hidden. He not corrupt data or something, he just sitting in bank infrastructure. Number two, they also, this virus, they infect SWIFT terminals, the part of banking software that doing SWIFT transfers. And then, at certain moment, hackers just give command to those worms, to those viruses inside the bank to make a fake transfers. Not real transfers, but to their own accounts. And it was registered 35 orders for transfer in the bank system through SWIFT to different bank accounts. And total amount of these 35 transfer orders from banking system was about 1 billion. The huge amount. But then, some of the orders was blocked, like 30 orders was blocked. Transfer to New York, from Bangladesh to New York was blocked by maybe US banking system or something. Some payments also was blocked, but 81 million, they go through successfully, yes. And actually, they finally arrived to this malefactor, the hackers' accounts. This is one of the largest bank SWIFT hack that happened in the past 10 years. Now coming to our current years. Now AI very popular. We are using AI to improve our productivity, to make work faster, better, spend less time. But the hackers, they also use AI. They also thinking how they can use this AI to steal money or do some bad things. And that is one of the very recent case in year 2024. 25 million was stolen from a company using AI. How it was done? It's called phishing attack using AI. First, the employee of finance department who in charge of registering and sending payments, he got email from his CFO. CFO was in UK, like it's a big company, yes. He got email from CFO, Chief Financial Officer, requesting secret and urgent transfer of money. First, this employee responsible for transfer, he gets suspicious, like why I got this, like why too urgent and why over email. So he requested to have a real call with CFO to get his confirmation, yes. This was the correct move, yes. No, you get email, but this is big money, and then why so urgent? And he got this call with CFO on Zoom, video conference. And on the call, employee, he saw head of CFO and several other recognizable colleagues under CFO. And they was talking to him, and CFO confirmed, yes, I need this payment, it is very urgent, need to do right now. How they do? The scammers, hackers, they trained AI. Deepfake, face swap, they trained AI and then this AI actually was talking to the employee. As a result, finance department staff, he was convinced with this live verification, and he authorized 15 transfers totaling $25.6 million. You know, Zoom calls. When you see already your CFO and he's telling you, yeah, this is urgent and so on. So he was convinced everything fine, and he did this. One more case, also recent case from year 2024. This happened with Ferrari company. With Ferrari, also scammers attempted to steal money in the same way with using deepfake. So for this one case, how it happened? Senior executive of Ferrari received a WhatsApp call from someone who sounds exactly like his CEO. This one is CEO of Ferrari, is currently even. So the senior executive, then CEO said he need a very urgent payment and confidential because this payment involving China-related currency hedge, and he need to, this CEO make this payment right now and so on. But CFO was trained enough already. He had the training for AI. The CFO asked then this question: what was the title of the book you just recommend to me? And then AI don't know about this, yes? AI can face swap, can change voice, but if AI don't know this information, it don't know. So after he asked this, like, what book you recommend me to read recently, then AI don't know, and then hand up. So this is how he protect the company from losing a lot of money. I want to share my also personal experience. I used to work in mobile operator company, CIO, Chief Information Officer, yes. And then I had quite some time I had calls from my CEO over the phone, and he's saying, oh, here is like high official from government, he need call details for some purpose, or he need another one like from national security, they need to check where is this mobile subscriber currently. And me as a CEO, I have access to this information, to all the call details, the location. But in all these cases, I always request him to do in writing. Yes, even he is CEO, my boss, but I always ask him, please, can you please send me email in writing what you need. So it was before AI era, it was like 20 years ago. But at that time, I want to have confirmation, yes, not rely only on the call. Even if he's saying, oh, here is a Ministry of Interior, he personally requested something. But okay, we can do, but let's have proof, yes. So now I share the whole history, like in very basic cases from very old till now, till last two cases involving AI. A little bit about Cambodia. From year 1980s, when the Khmer Reel was reintroduced in year 1980. There was no computer, SWIFT, and that's very in the beginning everything was, yes. But at that time was cases here I know in Cambodia when internal fraud, when staff of IT of bank, they used this salami slicing. They updated data in the ledger, in the banking system. Just go in database and update, same I showed you before. Just 1 cent here, 1 cent here, get from many customers this small commission to his bank account. It is not registered as bank transfer payments inside banking system, it's just updating database. Customer don't notice this because it's very small amounts, but when he do it frequently on many accounts, then he collect quite big amount. Another thing is also how technology help us. And hopefully AI will help us more. In those also 1980s in Cambodia, there was the internet system here was very weak, yes, in the very beginning. It was difficult to know current exchange rate, the hard currency exchange rate from Khmer Reel to Thai Baht and Khmer Reel and gold price. So all these exchange rates, you cannot just go to internet on your smartphone and see what is current one. So at that time was frequent arbitrage, so-called, when the official rate already changed, but street rate is still old one, not updated. And we don't know what is official rate because we need go to bank branch or somehow, yes, that time. So when here difference in official rate and street rate, then some people earn on this. They can arbitrate, they can buy here, sell official, buy official, sell on the street and so on. And when turning this many times, then gain good money. Another case was also same cases in 1990s with SWIFT transfers also. When early international transfers relied on telex or primitive SWIFT terminals. Attackers used it. Attacks used pretexting, like pretending they are bank officials and getting authorization to override urgent UN-related, United Nations-related payments. So it has happened in Cambodia in the 90s when some bank transfers was redirected to other malefactor accounts just by pretending they are officials of UN or official bank. Another one case in Cambodia is ghost collateral with early microfinance institutions. For example, Prasak formed in the year 1995. When they emerged, when they started growing, attacking exploited the lack of centralized credit bureau at that time, yes? So they used falsified land title to secure multiple loans from different institutions at the same time. They used fake documents or real documents, can go to many banks and then get a loan, or fake documents, because at that time was no CBC. Now we have a Credit Bureau of Cambodia, yes. Then MFI can check the credit rating and who is this. You can check the land title, but before system not allowed. So thanks to CBC, now this can be checked. Going to also very recent cases in year 2000 and even till now, from year 2000 till now, is called ATM skimming. What is ATM skimming? I'll show you picture. Is this thing skimmer devices? Those malefactors, they install skimmer like this on the top of real keyboard. They install their own keyboard to track which pin code you enter. They also can install card skimmer like this. Card will go through to terminal, but this card skimmer will read all the data from magnet line on the card. Yes, and also they can sometimes they install some small cameras to capture also which pin code you enter. So this scam like stealing was popular in years 2000 and even up to recent years. But thanks now again, technology help us with this, because now we more use QR payments. We not anymore key in pin code and enter in certain card. Yes, we just scan. So this now those bad guys who use this technology, they cannot earn anymore, which is good. I'm not talking today very much about AI, just we're talking about cybersecurity. Because why I'm talking about this? Because when you know the previous examples, even from old ages, you can understand that how many possible attack vectors is there available. Yes. Another one I want to share, it happened in Cambodia. So before used scratch cards from mobile operators, smartphone cell card. We use this scratch card to top up phone. Yeah, now we can do it with ABA or Seleda, with any bank, yes, online. But before, even a few years ago, this was very popular. And another example of internal fraud. It's happened here in one of mobile operators. One employee of billing department, he just entered in the billing system fake card numbers. So card doesn't exist, but he entered like the number, activation code, $1, the number activation code, $1. He entered many like this. And then he used for his own. He knows this code, he can enter this like key in from phone, activate this card, but card not exists, it just exists in database. You understand, yeah? The codes, they stored in database, in the billing system database, right? So the IT guy, billing department engineer, he have access to this database because he operate this, he doing maintenance, troubleshooting. And if his brain have bad intention, he can just enter few fake scratch cards. They don't exist in real life like this. Just he entered here as number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $25. Okay, then he go to his phone and you start, blah, 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 this code number, hash, $25 on his account. Billing system sees, okay, there is this number of activation is related to $25. Okay, top up. So this kind of internal fraud, and for this, protect from this fraud, we can only do audit time to time, yes, to reconcile, like how many, for example, scratch card we got from supplier, the company who produced for us, how many in database, how many activated. So we can do this kind of audit, and then we can find out that, okay, why more scratch card, or why activated more amount than we ordered to print. Another case happened in year 23 in Cambodia with a trading company. It was a case of ransomware. Before, I told you from old years, yes, ransomware, when it was sent on floppy disk, yes, to scientists, they enter it and the computers was encrypted. Same happened here, but now it's already next level, it's up to date. This ransomware was got as a virus infected computer of one of employees. Then employees connected his computer to company network. Virus infected all computers, all servers in the company. And when he completed disinfecting, at that moment he triggered to encryption. And then over one night, all the data was encrypted. The ERP system, accounting system was encrypted. Personal data on computers was encrypted. And then only message like pay this send bitcoins to this wallet because cannot track, and then we will send you key to decrypt. This happened like 2 years ago. Then company, thanks that company had backups. Yes, company restored their ERP and accounting system from backups they had. It's important to have backups. Okay, ABA QR payment. Now we use QR payment. I use from ABA. I don't know, you may use from other bank, but what I want to share, like, actually, I don't know have this case or not, but I think maybe yes. Before, when you did payment already, it showed the successful payment screen. Yes, paid $2 to this coffee shop. And then you show the screen to coffee counter, yes? So before it was a flat screen, and then bad guys, even young developers, they can develop a simple app that mimics. Okay, you want to go to coffee shop, buy coffee, he just prepare the fake picture, even on the screen picture, yes. Fake picture with amount and coffee shop name is any QR code, and then he can pretend and then just show picture. Oh, I paid already. Then ABA in the next release about 1 year ago, they did this, like running stripe, like stripe. When on payment screen, if you see there is like a shadow coming all the time. This one of the type of attack, but also banks, they also think how to protect sellers, right? Okay, now one more case, phishing. It's called phishing in Telegram. It can be in Telegram and WhatsApp. This is a screenshot from my Telegram. Like I got this message here, you can read in the Khmer language. They saying something, there is problem with my Telegram account and I need to quickly, I have 12 hours to go to this website and reactivate or write something, yes. So this is a phishing message. Number one, I don't know who, like this Telegram written is not normal letters. Always check and never click all this, never go to this website. They can pretend like this, like text here, they can pretend something else, but number one, if you don't know who is it, it's already not normal, yes. Now Telegram help us, they show, since maybe 1 year ago, they start showing like this from where? You see it's Telegram, but from Indonesia, and registration date in December 25, already like red flag. So just block, just have this block user in Telegram like this, you click, and then, okay, reports come and block. It's not related only to Telegram. WhatsApp, same. Also in Facebook Messenger coming sometimes strange questions. Number one, you don't know who is it, you're not sure, yes, don't know, already red flag. Second, they in the beginning of message they like here. And number three, red flag, always they saying you urgent. You have limited time right now. Like here also they saying something about you have a limit somewhere here if you read limited time 12 hours or something, yes. So just delete, no need to even open. Last example, and this one related to already to AI. This very recent, just less than 1 month ago, in December 25. Beside of AI, now the next hype will be robots. All the big companies in US and in China, like Xiaomi, they also doing their own robot and many companies. So this will be, I expect, in year 26, 27 for sure will be year of robots. But robots, they using AI. Their brain is actually AI. It is AI system, they see, AI process what they see, they get you can talk to these robots, AI also understands. Same like ChatGPT is sitting inside his brain, but adapted to robots. So the recent hack, less than 1 month ago, happened This robot was a Chinese company. Robot, it's shown on the exhibition in China recently in December. And then hackers already hacked this robot, but they even don't use some special methods. They just used voice interface. They just talk to this robot. So hackers made like demo hacking of this robot by talking to him. They talk, they give him some commands, and then finally they overpass the internal protection that built in this robot, just using the voice command, yes, talking to him. How works AI? AI have the limited window of tokens. If you chat with ChatGPT, for example, you do very long chat, very long chat. After ChatGPT already will forget what is in the very beginning of chat. Because it's designed to keep, to remember only certain amount of messages, words, letters, yes. Same happened in this robot. So developers, they give certain amount of token window, but when hackers chat to him a lot and convince him, and finally this robot forgot something that developers sent in the very first message. Hackers showed on this exhibition how they can trade for people, because they can then command him anything. And another thing is this robot can connect to other similar robots without even having internet inside. They have built in something like you have in iPhones that you can share from one iPhone to another without using internet. One robot hacked, then you can give command, send everything to another robot near him. And then if many robots in one room, actually hacking, one robot hacked, then can spread to all the robots nearby. Why I'm saying this example? This again about new technology. Same like phone company hack in the very beginning, I told. New technology always have some weak points, yes? And these weak points, they closed with time. Hackers, they discover those vulnerabilities. It's called zero-day vulnerabilities, when no one knows yet about those. Even developers, even the company who produces the robots, they don't know that it can be possible, yes? So hackers, they explore the zero-day vulnerabilities, they find in this, and then they use for their own bad purposes. I think question answer.